Hello everybody and welcome to another Train Sim 2020 video. Today we're doing something a bit different. We're on we're over the Atlantic over in America today. We're on the New York to New Haven route, and we're doing the Vermonter to Bridgeport route using the ACS 64 Amtrak train. I'm not that good with doing American trains. I've only done a few since getting Train Sim back in 2015, so I'm not that well up to it or that good with it, so if I make any mistakes, please bear with me. Right, the engineer assigned to this train has been delayed and will now pick up the service at the next station for the run into New York. Allow boarding and then take this train to the short hop to Bridgeport. So at New Haven on track 10. Over in America they don't call it platform 1, platform 2, or platform A, platform B. They call it track 1, track 2, track 3, etc, etc, etc. You see people are coming from over at the end of the track, where they can just cross the track. You won't find anything like that over in England. We've got right off way. I know we've got double red lights, sorry. Stop. That would have been right off us. Green light. Right, let's get going. A little bit of oil slip. This is a career scenario that we're doing. And just put the bells on because they do cross. Passengers do cross this walkway in front of the tracks. Turn the bells on, the white lines. The white lights to flash. Off now. Can't open the windows. It's the cab. Up to 50 miles per hour. As far as I know, that all electrical trains in America are done by overhead wires. Just like most of England is, unless you live in the south. In fact, I think the south of England is the only railway railways that I know that does third rail. I don't know any other trains around the world that use third rail. You can now go up to 70 miles per hour. I'm not speeding. We got to 70 quite quickly. Wasn't expecting to go that quick. There's a change of scenery for us. First time that we've driven an American route on train sim through this channel. And I've done a first look on the German rails. I've done 1 or 2 German videos. I think this is the first American one we've done. So we are on the fast lane, fast tracks. Through a station. Train passing us. On the right, it's diesel. And a freight train. Not a long one at that, it's quite a short one for American trains. Now American freight trains are quite a lot longer than what they are what we're used to in England. 8% power at the moment. So we're only going to Bridgeport. That's the only stop in just over 12.5 miles. We do go via Vermonter. We do go via Vermonter Main 1 West and Derby Main 1 West. Vermonter is just over 1.5 miles, while Derby is just over 7.5 miles. Excuse me. Past another fast train up. It's weird the coaches in America, on this line anyway. The passenger coaches look like little tin cans. Speaking of passengers, this is the passenger view. Quite not a lot of space really, is there? And that's the only view we've got. Unlike on American European trains, if you miss the AWS alarm, it brings you to an emergency stop and there's nothing you can do about it. You have to wait until the train stops. Unlike with American trains, you can stop it you can stop it from stopping completely. Try saying that 3 times when you're drunk. Yes, you can stop it. I can't even say it when sober. You can stop it from stopping completely. You don't have to wait for the train to stop and then restart. Excuse me. We do have to come down to 60 miles per hour soon before going back up to 70. Now going up to just 3 tracks. So going via Derby Main 1 West next. Just under 4.5 miles. There's only 3 tracks at the moment. This route does feel a bit dated. So we're now down to 60 miles per hour. Just under 60 miles per hour. Getting ready for the change before then going back up to 70 later. I don't think I'd like to be squashed in there. It doesn't look too comfortable in the passenger section. There's a lot of squashed seats in a sardine can, it looks like. A longer platform on one side than you do the other. We can go up to 70 miles per hour now before then dropping back down to 60. I think this is one of the older routes in Trainsim. So it does feel a bit dated, graphic wise. Drop down to 60 miles per hour. Only need minimum brake and we should drop down to 60 before we get... Oh, excuse me, there we go. Down to 60. Well within time. We'll have to drop down to 40 just after Derby Main West, or Derby Main 1, sorry. Which is what we're coming up to. Then we can go back up to 60 just before Derby Main 1 West, and then after Derby Main 1 West we can go up to 70. The track now splits here. So we should now have 4 no, it's not letting us no, it's not letting us go back up. Now we are stopping all the way. I don't understand why. I did press the Q button twice Look, I had to press reverse, go into reverse before it'll let me go forward again. So now it's done it again. I kept pressing Q. I don't understand that. Despite the 2 full stops, we are still quite early. We're now going through Derby Main 1 West, what this section is called. So our next point of cure is Bridgeport Track 3. During that 1 minute past 7, so we're dead on time at the moment. Just over 4 miles to go. We've now got to 70 miles per hour. We'll have to drop down to 60 miles per hour again soon. Before then dropping down to 45 before we're allowed to go back up to 60. And then down to 45 again. Really no point in having that 60 between the two 45s, really. And there's now 5 tracks along this point. For a fast food restaurant to the left, past a fast food restaurant to the left, sorry. It is quite different to the English routes that we're normally on. Because not only is it different buildings, different tracks, trackside. Different cars. The only thing that's the same are the people. Well, not the drivers, because the drivers look different, but yes, I know. This is really peeing me off now. I was pressing the Q button as we've now gone back to a 4-track section. It's costing me points. About 30 seconds late coming to Bridgeport as we go over a river. It looks like a sort of bus depot down there to the right, I think. I might be coming in here a bit slow, but better than overshooting the platform. Well, thank you for joining me on this journey. Feel free to like, comment and subscribe. And don't forget to ring that bell notification to keep up to date with all future content. The people seem to be bigger than the coaches. A quick look around while there's a American football stadium and track and field. See the river we crossed when we came over the bridge. Get a few pictures before we go. Feel free to like, comment and subscribe, and hit that bell to keep notified on all future content. And I shall see you next time. Take care everybody, and See you in the next one. Goodbye for now.